I'm here on the picket post today with the GPX, and a lot of times whenever I come out here, all I find is round balls, and that's what I did today. But this video here is 3 or 4 locations where I go and find maybe 2 or 3 relics is about it. So hope you enjoy the video. This one here sounds good and it looks good. It was on the GPX, and I'm using my 11-inch monocoil right up in all these old fallen trees. I think it's a bullet. You can see it right there. Yep, it's code 44. That's what it is. Great find. I'm still working around this old tree right here. The old stump, and part of a tree fell there. Part of it fell down through here. I found that other bullet right there, and I've just worked on this other side, and I'm almost positive I got another 44. There it is, right there. I may have to dig all of this up right in here. Another great find. This ground is hard as a rock. We've had a little bit of rain, and some of the spots that I've hunted have been pretty good. I've got a 36 caliber round ball. Still got a sprue on it. It did sound good, but it's just hard to dig. I'll take another round ball though. Out of that hole right there, I've got a fired 36. That is still a Civil War bullet, flat on that side. There's another shallow one right there. I think that's a 31 buckball. Would have went, 3 of those would have went with a 69 round ball on the bucking ball. That's a good find. Well, I'm back in 5 Mile Holler, and I'm back in the good part of 5 Mile Holler here, where the old house used to sit right there. And right here beside this tree right there. So let's see what we can get right here today. I've been waiting for this hay to be cut. I worked down below where the old house is, off down along the bottom down toward the creek, and I've got a part of a Colonial dinner knife here. There's the part that slides up next to the handle, and then the blade would have went on out that way. I like finding those. This Colonial knife is a good find, and one that's common on Colonial sites. You know, knives have been used since prehistoric times. Dinner knives originally had sharp points and would be used to spear food and carry it to the mouth to eat. However, King Louis XIV of France found it disgusting when diners used the point of their knives to clean their teeth after eating. Therefore, he decreed in 1669 that knives brought to the dinner table have rounded points. Spoons have been used as eating utensils since Paleo times. Prehistoric people used shells or chips of wood for spoons. In fact, the ancient words for spoons suggest which material were used in different areas. The Greek and Latin words are derived from the word cochlea, meaning a spiral shell, while the Anglo-Saxon word spone means a chip of wood. By the Middle Ages, royalty and other wealthy people used spoons made from precious metals. In the 14th century, pewter became commonly used and making spoons affordable to the general public. But the fork has the most checkered past of all eating utensils. In fact, the seemingly humble instrument was once considered quite scandalous. In 1004, the Greek niece of a Byzantine emperor used a golden fork at her wedding feast in Venice. At the time, most Europeans still ate with their fingers and knives, so the Greek bride's newfangled implement was seen as sinful by local clergy. They said, God in his wisdom has provided man with natural forks, his fingers. Therefore it is an insult to him to substitute artificial metal forks for them when eating. When the bride died of the plague a few years later, St. Peter Damian opined that it was God's punishment for her hateful vanity. Obviously, this cast a dark cloud over the use of the fork for some time. At the beginning of the 17th century, forks were still uncommon in the American colonies, but the new blunt-tipped knives imported to the colonies made it difficult to spear food. Therefore, the use of forks soon became accepted. By the 1850s, forks were well established in the United States, where they've been used ever since. It finally rained here in Kentucky and turned cool overnight. It's been drier than a bone. I don't know how long it's been since it rained. Rained most of yesterday afternoon and probably all night. So I got out here and hunted a little bit. Let me show you what I got. Nothing great, but the first land hunt of the fall. Got a brass compact, a key, part of a brass rivet, a little piece of blue willow china, a head stamp. That's an overall button. And that's a big old flattened out piece of lead. Not sure what that was or what time period. But not a bad hunt. It's kind of unusual being out on the land, being in the water as much as I have this summer. But I'm glad to be back on the land and back out hunting relics at these old house sites again that are on dry land. Hey guys, be sure and catch me and Tennessee Jeff and Half Redneck Mark Hoover every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern on Relics Radio at Spreaker.com. See you next Tuesday.